conversation, ladies and gentlemen, was important to understand Veer Savarkar ji, his legacy, and the timing of these comments that are made by the Congress. We have Pankaj Sharma, who's a noted political analyst. He does lean towards the Congress. R.P. Singh Saab, who represents the BJP. Krishna Hegde ji, who's the Shiv Sena national spokesperson. And also Chandrasekhar Jha ji, who represents the UBT faction of the Shiv Sena. Pankaj ji, first, let me ask that the more you demonize Veer Savarkar, the more, you hit out at him, the more you want to spread lies. Do you think that you will never be caught and these lies will never be figured out by the people? And will they not begin to question your intolerance? Why do you have a problem with Veer Savarkar?
No, who is demonizing Veer Savarkar? Who is demonizing? See, Karnataka Health Minister has not said that Savarkar ji used to eat beef. But it is an established actuality that Vinayak Damodar Savarkar's views on cow were sharply opposed not just from Gandhi, but from the majority of his co-religionists.
Pankaj ji, let's begin by asking certain, straight, direct questions. Savarkar, you believe, is a fundamentalist, but Jinnah's philosophy was secular. This is also what Dinesh Gundu Rao says. You agree with it, sir?
Now, who is saying this?
This is Dinesh Gundu Rao.
Jinnah's philosophy was secular. If Dinesh Gundu Rao is saying, it must be his own opinion.
His own opinion? He's your sitting minister. He's a sitting minister of the Congress party. The moment they make any comment, you say this is in his personal capacity.
I am not speaking for the Congress party. If Dinesh Gundu Rao is saying something, it is for the Congress party to clarify. Jinnah was not secular, but yes, Savarkar was fundamentalist. That is also a fact.
So you continue to say that Savarkar was a fundamentalist. You continue to run down his legacy because clearly there is an agenda to run him down. Now, R.P. Singh Saab, how would you respond to these people? There is a problem if there is a chapter on Savarkar that is included in textbooks. There is a problem if in a, fancy dress also. We've reported this story. You have a child who dresses up as Veer Savarkar. People also have a problem with that, R.P. Singh Saab. So what do you think is at this genesis of this hatred against Veer Savarkar?
If you analyze some...
the only reason for the hatred for Veer Savarkar is that he spoke about Sanatana. And Congress DNA, the fresh DNA, has a line of anti-Sanatana. And it's not only reflects in their speeches, it reflects in their action also. And that's the problem with the Congress. And it's not the Indian DNA. It's this DNA which has come from abroad. And they that's why they speak about Veer Savarkar, ill about Veer Savarkar. But also, because Veer Savarkar spoke about Akhad Bharat, he spoke about one nation, one Indian nation,
yes,
which was till Afghanistan, which was till Kandahar. So, but for them, they said they started promoting this ideology and theory of that Savarkar wanted to divide the country and Jinnah followed his theory. No, it's all wrong. Please go through the references about Savarkar. He was a one man who talked about one nation. And I give a challenge to any congressman. Tell me one congressman who suffered true life imprisonment and suffered the way Savarkar suffered. Other leaders also went to jail. I accept Nehruji and other leaders went to jail. But at what level of comfort and what level of atrocities for Veer Savarkar?
Pankaj ji, do you want to respond to that very quickly? I think that's a fair question, a fair and a direct question. Would you be able to respond to that?
See, I can go in details. Savarkar's life in the beginning was different. Savarkar's life after he stayed in Ratnagiri was different. There are different dimensions of Savarkar's life. And if you analyze that, it is not, demeaning anyone. You can't say this. See, there are various books written by renowned authors which mention about Gandhi's first meeting with Savarkar. Savarkar was certainly a non-vegetarian. So when Gandhi met him in London, in India House in 1906, Savarkar was cooking prawns. And
no, so if someone is a non-vegetarian, I even accept what you're saying. So how does that run down his legacy? How does that run down his contribution to our freedom struggle? How does that do that? Pankaj?
Nobody is running down his legacy. If there is any...
Do you accept the fact that Veer Savarkar has a significant contribution to our struggle, to our freedom struggle, and he has a rich legacy? Will you say that, sir, today?
But nobody denies that. But at the same time, he was a fundamentalist. And there is another dimension of his life which is little darker. We should discuss that also.
No, maybe